Okay, so question number 9 says a function f is such that f dash of x is equals to 6 times 2x minus 3 square minus 6x. For x is a member of real numbers. Determine the set of values of x for which f of x is decreasing. Okay, so as the function is not given, so we are not sure what kind of a curve would it be, but let's assume that it is a quadratic curve. So set of values of x for which f of x is decreasing. When a function is a decreasing function, like whenever on the curve, if it is going downwards like this in this part, and if the curve is like this, then this part is the curve is going downwards. So this part is in this part the function is decreasing, and in this part the function is decreasing. And what will happen in this part? The gradient of the tangent is also going to be negative. See, in this part, as you imagine going down the hill, the gradient of the tangent at the point would be always negative because it is going down. Okay, so what will be the condition for finding out that the function is decreasing? If the function is decreasing, if function is decreasing, then its gradient, that is represented by f dash of x. This is the gradient of the tangent, the derivative. So the f dash of x must be less than 0. Okay, must be negative. So this is the condition for your function to be decreasing. So once we are clear with that, the next working would be so easy for us. Okay, and that would be that we will just be putting this derivative that is already given in the question to be less than 0. So it will become 6 times 2x minus 3 square minus 6x less than 0. So we will get 4x square plus 9 minus 12x minus 6x less than 0. So solving this all will give you 24x square 54 minus 72x minus 6x less than 0. So solving this all will give you 24x square minus 78x plus 54 less than 0. And now simplifying this further, dividing this whole equation by 8 will become 4x square minus 13x plus 9 less than 0. So now factorizing it, 4 9 times is 36. So which two numbers when multiplied give you 36 and added give you minus 13? And that would be minus 9 and minus 4. So let's take common. That could be 4x minus 9 minus 1 is 4x minus 9 less than 0. And this will give you x minus 1 times 4x minus 9 less than 0. So from this, okay, as this is inequality, so we cannot solve it further like this. So we have to make a quadratic curve for it, because this is your quadratic equation for which we are making a quadratic curve. So we will be getting, from here we get two values, x to be equals to 1 or x to be equals to 9/4. Okay, so this represents your y, f of x. So your function is less than 0. So in which part your function is less than 0? This part of the curve. Yeah, the y values are negative for this part. So let's take this, write the inequality for this part. It would be x is, these are your two values, 9/4. These are the roots of it, so 1 and so x is less than 9/4 and x is greater than 1. Okay, so this is how we get the inequality. So this is your whole working for your part A of question 9. Now part B says, given that f of 1 is -1, find f of x. Okay, so what do we need to find? Actually, first f of x, and for which they have given you this value. Okay, so how can you find f of x from f dash of x? We need to integrate, because the opposite of derivative is integration. So let's integrate this, integrate the derivative, and we'll get the function. So what is the derivative? 6 times 2x minus 3 square minus 6x, or it is better to take the simplified version of it. And this is the simplified version of it. Yeah, both versions are fine. Yeah, you can use any one of them. Okay, because you can either use the expanded version or the original version. So I'm using now the original version. Okay, minus 6x. So dx. So it will become function x will be equals to, then, because this derivative cancels with the integral and we are left with function. So let's take the first part first. So if we have any expression and we have a power to it, so what do? We keep that. Okay, we cannot integrate it unless we have the derivative of this expression. So we need to multiply and divide by 2 first. Okay, so let's do that. So 2 and 2, so 2x minus 3 square minus 6x dx. So we are left with 3 here, 3, and the integral of this will become 2x minus 3 cube over, because n plus 1 over n plus 1 minus 6x square over 2 plus the constant of integration. Now simplify it further, we will get 2x minus 3 square, sorry, cube now, 2x minus 3 cube minus 3x square plus c, and f of equals to f of x. Okay, to find out this constant of integration, we have one thing, and that is f of n equals -1. So let's substitute 1 in this whole to get the c. So 2 times 1 minus 3 cube minus 3 1 square plus c. F of 1 is -1 equals 2 minus 3 is 1 minus 1. So -1 minus 3 plus c minus 4 plus c equals -1, and then c equals 4 minus 1, 3. So we get constant of integration to be c. Now substitute it back into your function equation, and we are left with your function. So we'll get this to be constant of integration to be 3. So this is your final equation for function. Okay, so that's all about question number 9.